Hello friend, welcome back. In our all previous video, we successfully complete our passport authentication. So here I have already checked it, everything with the postman, right? So now that is our backend process. I have already checked it. Now we have to visible it in our frontend, right? So for the frontend, I want to use that React.js. So into the React.js, now I want to execute all that this functionality, that is a logging functionality, register functionality, forget password, and the reset password, and the get user. So every functionality now I want to visible it in our frontend. So for the frontend, I want to use that React. So right now here we don't need this. I close it. The database also will be not needed right now. With this database I will actually access. So here Laravel also we don't need this. I have already created a total structure, right? So everything is great. So now I want to first of all install that React.js. So if you want to install it, so that is a reactjs.org. So that will be needed. Our React router, that means this React router DOM will be needed, and also we'll need our Axios. So in fundamental, I have already discussed every part with you, so I hope that will be not hard for you. Okay, so I have already done our backend structure. Now I want to work in our frontend. So into the frontend, if you want to work with the React, first of all we have to install this React.js. Okay, so for doing this, I want to do in our desktop. Okay, into the desktop I have created one of the folder as a React, and into the React folder I want to create another folder. I want to create another folder as a React. Okay, React auth. Okay, so this type of UTH. Okay, React auth. So this type of one of the folder I simply created. So here I want to install this React.js. So if you want to install it, it's very easy process. I have already discussed about that things with you. If you go to the docs, that is the documents. In the documents, you can see that is a add or create new React app. So now I want to create one of the new app. So there is a create new app. So here they have some of the command line. You can see that is actually command line. Now we have to install. And before this, as I told you before, make that sure you install that Node.js, right? So if you go to that Node.js official website, that is Node, so nodejs.org, make that sure you install the Node.js in your system. So in fundamental, I have already covered everything with you. So make that sure you install it. So now I want to create this one. That means I want to create one of the React app. I copy it. Okay, I copy it, and now here. Better I don't need this. I simply remove it. Okay, I remove it because I want to create another new one. So to the React folder, here I want to create another new file as a click as a CMD, and now that is our appropriate in our desktop. That is I have created one of the folder as a React, and here I want to paste it. So that is our npx create React app, and that will be your project name, right? So now I want to create another project name as a React auth. Okay, so now automatically it will be created one of the project in our this folder in our desktop. So now click as enter. So now friend, it will be downloaded all that file from the internet, and it will be actually created this project. Okay, it will be created this project in here. So friend, it may take little time, so better when it will be done, then I will come back again. Okay friend, here you can see right now I'm successfully installed that our React.js. Okay, so it may take a little time as I told you. So that is our project name I have created as a React auth. You can see it's automatically now created one of the folder as a React auth. So that is our folder. Okay, so now we successfully created it. So that is our total project is now running. So now it's actually putting some of the suggest as a CD as again the change directory, right? So it's change directory to our this React auth, and then npm start. So I want to change that directory. Here I'm created that folder name as a React auth. So now that is our also this putting that command. You can also copy this command, or rather than I name it as a CD. That means the change directory as a React auth. Okay, so now if you click as enter, it will be now change it. Our better I put some of the little bit bigger size. Okay, so here, so now it's redirected to our React and our folder name as a React auth. Okay friend, so now here I also want to install that React that is a React router. So in fundamental, I have already discussed about that things with you. So here, if you want to working with this web, that is a web version. If you want to working with this native, that is a native version. So now I want to work with the web. So for the web, if you want to use it, so that will be as the npm install React router DOM. So with this React router, we'll manage all that our route, right? So here I have already discussed about that things with you. There is a, you say, route, and you can also put that link so you can manage all that your route. So first of all, if you want to use it, that means if you want to use this React route DOM, so now we have to install it. Better I copy it, and now I have already changed my direction. So here I am right now in our this folder. So that is our React auth, right? So that is actually our React auth. So here I want to actually run it. So here I simply paste it as the npm install React route DOM. So now if you click as enter, so I also want to install these things in here. So friend, that will be also need some of the time. So better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So friend, that is also totally done. That is our install as a React router DOM. That means right now our React router DOM is successfully installed in here. Okay, so now I want to install another things as the Axios, and Axios is working for the all that our requests. It should be manage all that our get request, post request, put request, patch request. Okay, so for the request, everything I want to use this Axios. And if you go particular this area, rather than you can also search it into the Google with the Axios, automatically you will get this type of one of the URL. That means if I show you, there is simple things. If you search with the Google with the Axios, that is our first link. Okay, that is a github.com and Axios and the Axios. Okay, so that is actually the link, and here there on the GitHub link, and into the GitHub link area, if you want to install it within the npm, so you have to run it, and rather than you can also use it with the browser. So with this actually you can see that is all that our Axios request. That is a get request, and there is a get request, and also there is a post request. So you can actually get all that our APIs, because here I have already created all that our APIs for the logging, for the register. So now we have to actually get all that API, and then we have to visible it in our front end, right? So we can actually do that work with using this Axios. So step by step, when I will work with this, then that will be more clear. Okay, so now first of all I want to install it also. That is npm install Axios. So I have already created our project. I have already installed this React router DOM, and now I want to install that Axios. I copy it. So now that is our appropriate file location. I run it as the npm install Axios. Now click as the enter. Okay, I click as the enter. So now that should be also downloaded all that file from the internet, and then it should be installed this Axios in your system. That means in our this position, that is actually our project, right? So now here it will be installed. So friend, it's also may take little time. Better when it will be done, then I will come back again. So now friend, here also is successfully installed that Axios, right? So that is the three things will be needed. So as I told you, we have to create another React app, then just install that React DOM, and then Axios. Perfect. So now I want to run our project. So here I have already changed my directory, and if you want to run this React project, you have to run it with the npm start. Okay, before this, I want to do for our React project, I want to use our that is editor as a Visual Studio Code, as I told you before. So just simply download it and just simply install it. So that is a Visual Code editor. Now I want to use it for our this React.js. Okay, first of all I want to take our file. So that is an open folder. So in our desktop, I have created one of the folder as a React, and into the React area, so that is actually our folder, right? So that is our React auth. That is the full project I have created for the React.js. I simply select it, and so now I want to take it in our code editor. So I simply select it, click as a select folder. Now you can see friend, our total project is in here. So that is our src, and there is a public, everything is in here. So that is our node, all that module package. So now there is a public, and into the src here, if you go to that package JSON, if you go to that package, and then the package.json. Into the package.json, you can see, friend, right now I am using that React this version. I have also installed that React DOM as a 17.2, and also I am using that Axios. You can see Axios version is also visible. So whatever the packages you install, it automatically will get all that your packages version into the package.json. Okay, so now I want to run our project. So if you want to run it, that is our npm and the start. So here in our appropriate this file location, that means that is our project. So here I want to run it as the npm start. Now if you click as a enter, so now it will be run our project with another terminal. So you have to wait a little bit. Yeah, you can see that is starting as a development server. So our development server is now running, and our React project is now successfully loaded. And for the React project, by default, that is our local host and the 3000, right? So in fundamental, I have already discussed about that things with you. So friend, here we successfully created our app, and also I have loaded some of the packages. So that is our DOM packages, Axios, and that is our project. So everything is working perfect. Right, friend? So now I want to do step by step. So that is all that our API. I want to call this API, and now I want to load it in our front end with our this React.js. So how can do that work step by step? I will show you everything with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.